Hey, quick copium check on the announcement. I will explain to you why this is bait. Let us start with the fluff first. So you get some new fan art pieces, mostly old ones, and a few new ones for free, which is sick. You get customization packs for all characters, also for free. Let me keep it real here. Are these incredibly sick and high production value? No, these are just PNGs as far as I can tell. I will state it again. I would prefer little animated GIFs that I can put under my health bar for example, completing challenges on a character or something like that. This would not be that much more work, but insanely more stylish, but it is what it is. Sales in the shop, who gives a fuck? They will expand the early access period for characters if you own the season pass. I personally do not care about this that much, but it has to be said, I would wish they have some form of rent tokens like Street Fighter 6 that allows me to have full access to a character for a limited time period or to lab the character or try them out. I will say that I noticed that even Street Fighter 6 seems to have made these tokens incredibly rare after Season 1. I remember having a couple of them in the Battle Pass, even in the free section, and now they are nowhere to be seen. Nonetheless, this would be a good model to allow players at least to lap the character for some time. Rank reset. Now, this one, as always, will upset some people. I personally do not care that much, even though I will say it is a bit of a weird thing. A rank reset when no one yet has reached the highest rank. On the other hand, the willingness to do so, this will probably incentivize a more active rank queue for the peak player base because parking your rank is basically worthless because it will get reset anyways, while your highest rank is saved on your profile as mark of excellent nonetheless. Meaning that the highest level player base will now probably enter a sprint to see if anyone can get God Infinite before the reset. And in the coming season, the rank queue for the peak player base is probably gonna be a bit more active considering that your rank gets reset anyways and there's no point in sitting on it. Now, an important one, the Tekken dev portal and the abolishment of the T8 report. This one is either completely meaningless or one of the most groundbreaking endeavors I have ever personally seen in an active AAA fighting game. You can interpret this in two ways. One way is potentially positive but concerning, and the other way is that shit is completely irrelevant. So let me give you my two interpretations. Interpretation A: the developers are completely out of touch with the core community of their game and are now actually for real consulting the player base directly and implementing actual changes depending on direct feedback. Depending on where you come, this is incredibly concerning. Let me give you a restaurant analogy. You would expect if you go to a steakhouse and order a medium rare steak, and that piece of shit flops on your table burnt to a crisp, and you tell the waiter, "Excuse me, you stupid motherfucker, I ordered medium rare, what is this shit?" That the waiter will do the following. He will tell you, "My apologies, good sir, I will correct this mistake immediately," and then that cunt brings the crisp to the kitchen and then swiftly returns with a proper cooked medium rare steak, right? What you will not expect is the waiter leading you to said kitchen and then you having to instruct and guide the actual chefs on how to cook a medium rare steak. This is not what should happen and could lead to immense problems in itself because there is the famous saying, too many cooks in the kitchen will fuck you in the ass, right? And we do not even talk about details here. What if actual competitors are giving direct feedback about their characters or problematic matchups for their character? We have an inherent conflict, not solvable conflict of interest here. And shit like this happened with playtesters, for example, for fighting games in the past. Just one quick example. One playtester from NRS did not tell anyone about a busted Raiden Block Infinite and literally won a tournament with said Block Infinite. That was interpretation A. Interpretation B: completely meaningless lip service, and it will have no impact whatsoever because if they were actually serious about this, they would have done this immediately and with the utmost attention directly after season 2 was released. So this is completely fake, they do not give a shit, and this is purely designed to calm people down, nothing more. So these are my two interpretations. You can pick one or give me yours. Now, the rank point gain and loss improvements. This is a cool one, even though I would appreciate a way harder hand from Namco Bandai regarding this. They are giving players an incentive to not be a pussy-ass bitch and finish the set, with a bonus to your points if you win a revenge match, which means just pressing the rematch button. While this is better than nothing, they should have simply enforced the first to 2 set in ranked mode, or even enforce first to 3 from Tekken King onwards. If you quit, you lose a shit ton of points, that is it. This is how it works in basically every other competitive game I have ever played. It is a mystery to me why fighting game players act like the pinnacle of competitive play when a majority of the player base is that pussy. I played a shit ton of CSGO. A match in CSGO competitive queue could have lasted up to roughly a full hour. I repeat, almost a full hour. And the game told you, if you press this Q button and you accept the match, you're locked into this. If you quit, you will be punished. And yes, there was a chance of you playing against rage hackers or you're playing on a laggy server. Yeah, that could happen. But to have an actual competitive ranked system, this is a prerequisite. And completely unacceptable that it is not the case in most fighting games. And because this is something that is actually unreasonably important to me, a quick rebuttal to the usual dogshit one-and-doneer enjoyer fake Tekken player counterpoints. One, but what if I play against a cheater? Yeah, that sucks, but the point of an actual ranked system is not about you as an individual, you egotistical cunt. The point of a universal system is that everyone has to go through the same shit. And this creates an even playing field that is the same for everyone. And that you pussy cannot weasel out of a rematch because you did not lap the character. Further, did you ever think about what kind of pressure this would put on Namco Bandai to actually go to war against cheaters? For real, for real? If everyone has to go through this, the community will be extremely loud about a more effective war against cheaters from Namco's side. And the second point is, what if the connection is bad? First, deal with it and see point one. This is not about you as an individual. This is about a competitive system. Play quick match and not ranked. Problem solved. But I know you want to flex your fake rank to your Discord basement dweller hentai enjoyer friends. Also, the game already has a system in place where if the connection reaches a certain threshold of dogshit, you can abandon the match. Which, by the way, is something that would get abolished in my system, because you could simply lag switch yourself to cancel the match. So what I would do is a measuring system where the game simply measures your connection stability, and if it's garbage, you will be put in a low priority queue, and you are only able to play with other people whose connection is garbage. So the Wi-Fi warriors and Rule 34 downloaders can play with each other. Problem solved. And that shit is per week. As soon as the threshold is reached for your connection to be determined as garbage, you will be put into this queue for a whole week. Have fun here or play quick match. Fuck off. Now we get to the meat and the potatoes, which is the battle adjustments. I make it really short. This is bait. This is bait. They are going to play the in-between game. I am 100% certain and would put money on it and my reputation on this. And this is not hard to do, considering they have already shown you their state of mind in Season 2. You only have to read their words here very carefully. Number one, adjustments that respect each character's concepts, strengths, and weaknesses while, I stress this, while preventing excessive performance gaps between characters. Let me translate. We want every character to be mad strong and S+ tier. Number two, reevaluating the relationship between character-specific power-up mechanics and the heat system. Let me translate this as well. We will change that certain characters have an abundance of install moves per round because they get them as a combo ender or while in heat. We will, after nerfing certain constellations, obviously implement compensation buffs so the characters in question do not suffer from a performance gap. Number three, prioritizing improvements that align with Tekken 8's core gameplay and the Season 3 balance theme of refine based on feedback received to date. Let me translate this as well. Tekken 8's core gameplay is aggressive and mix-up focused. We are going to refine this, meaning that we will nerf certain situations, but we will not actually nerf the situation. We will keep the situation basically the same by implementing compensation buffs. Example, Reina. We are nerfing the frame advantage on down to 1+2, so more shit is steppable/walkable, but to compensate for it, we will give her a homing fast high out of Unsuku to keep the situation basically as AIDS as it is now. Are you motherfuckers happy now? So, they are going to play the in-between game, which is absolutely not surprising considering Michael Murray already warned us about this in the Season 2 defense patch talk, where he stated that they are completely aware that the core community of experienced Tekken players are extremely critical of Tekken 8, but that there's basically no plan B, which I can somewhat understand because a project of that size is like a massive ship that you can not simply stir into a completely different direction. So they can prove me wrong, but I think this is extremely unlikely. So yeah, I guess that's my take on it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Goodbye.
攻めてる側が楽しいゲーム性っていうのは、やっぱりテケン8のアグレッシブっていうゲーム性の軸なので、そこはあまり変えるつもりはないんですけど、やっぱり一方でシーズン1は守ってる側が非常に窮屈だったり、シーズン2においてはその 3D 格闘ゲームの横移動を中心とした守備だったり、攻めを仕掛けられた側が守る時の守りやすさとか。
でもあれよね、多分みんな分かってないのはゲームを作る時にしっかりしたキーコンセプトがあって、それを守らないとまず面白いゲームにはならないから、アグレッシブというものをぶれないようにしている。でそれはある程度楽しさが担保されて
その反応で見ると鉄拳8のすごく変化したところって意外と変化したことに対しての否定的な意見は割とベテランの方が多いんですよ。長くシリーズをプレイしてる人の方が、そこは意外と不満が多い。で逆に、鉄拳8が面白いと思ってる人、その例えば初心者に優しいか優しくないかって話とは全く別でその壁を越えてきて8が面白いと思ってる人は今回の8の仕組みがやっぱ気に入ってるので、だから8が面白いなって言ってる。
話してたのが格ゲーにとっては結構いいバランスというのはキャラバンじゃないです製品としての、というのは周りの人たちでまだ鉄拳やったことない人が8から入って、俺でも頑張れば勝てそうって気持ちに8がさせてくれてる人たち、
勝てそうっていうのがやっぱ大事じゃないですか、格ゲーを続けるんだ、次やったら勝てるかもっていう。